Guys, how are we all doing? Guys, just before we start the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who commented on the first maintenance video, the checking the oil video. Right, I had some great feedback. I learned loads, and the good thing is there's hundreds of people now viewing the channel, so there's bound to be other people who learn not from my knowledge, because I've not got any, I'm a new rider, but from all the comments that people have put, the feedback, the pros, the experts, the seasoned scooterists putting them comments on the YouTube page, is sharing the knowledge with everybody, right? And that's what's going to make the channel such a good resource for new riders. It's not about what I know, it's about what everybody knows collectively. So I just want to say thank you for the feedback. And going to look at taking some of the oil out, but before we do that, we're going to look at the basic job of just removing the side panels from the GT125, okay? So all we need to do, I've seen other people do it, I've never done it myself, so this is the first time. We're going to see how we get on, see if it's easy to take them off and to put them back in place. So what have we got? We've got a screw down here, we've got one here, and we've got one at the back here. So apparently if I remove them 3 screws, we're going to be good to go. Okay, we can just unclip it. So I'm going to try a couple of different screwdrivers. I've got a nice long one here to give me maximum leverage. Try that in there. No, it's just slipping. Not quite the right size. I'll try a slightly fatter one. These are Phillips head screwdrivers. No, that one's not working either. I'll try this one. Stuck. Let's try this one. There we go, that one's working. Now on the back of these, it feels like I've got a little nut on the back. I'm just holding with my fingers and actually winding it opposite way. So obviously don't just keep turning the screw, you'll be there all day. You've got to hold the nut so that you can undo it. Nearly there. There we go. So we've got two bits, okay. That's one removed. Have another go at this one here. It's too big. So no knot on the back of that one. That seems to screw into the actual panel itself. And it's holding the panel to this foot plate here by the feel of it there. So they screw together. But there's no knot on the back, it actually screws into the panel. Okay. That's just like a little self-tapper there. And this one here. Bear with me, guys. Just try a little bit of the old WD-40 in there. Wipe. Wait a few seconds. So yeah, these panels are meant to be easy to kind of take off, but they're meant to be a bugger to get back on, right? They're meant to be a bit tricky to get back on. So we're going to see. Hopefully I won't scratch them or do anything crazy. You see there as well, I don't know whether you can see that on the camera, when I first got the scooter, there's a little scratch there. I actually scratched it against a garden chair. And I was really concerned. I thought it'd be a big mess because it's plastic, but I actually polished it with a little bit of WD-40 and it buffed it right up. So WD-40 definitely reduced the scratching on the panel. All right, let's try that again. There we go. It's moving. I'll hold the nut on the back if I can get to it. Now I've put these these passenger pegs in here on the floor plate, and it's made it difficult for me just to reach that nut on the back of there. I can just about reach it with my finger there. Yeah, it's these passenger pegs getting in the way. I'm going to do a separate video on the passenger pegs. Show people how I put them on, because they weren't exactly straightforward, to be honest. Is that coming out? It's moving. It feels like I need to hold the back of it. Yeah. I think it's the same as the first one. I just can't quite get to it because of these pegs. I don't know if you can see that, but I've put these foot pegs on. They attach underneath, and it's right in the way of where I need to get my hand. Right. Just trying to angle that down a bit more so you can see it and see what's going on. We have the technology, guys. No points for production value on this one, right? There we go, now you can see it. So I'm just trying to get my hand under there and try and hold the back of that. I think I've got it. I genuinely cannot feel where that is. Don't loosen it there, just see if it comes loose itself. There we go. Is it fixed to a knot? I don't think it is, you know. I don't think it's fixed to a knot. I think that screws into the body as well. So I've just got that. Which is the same as the first one. The fact there's no knot on the back is a little concerning. Lift that off. Now, is this back rack going to get in the way? Can you see that? I just need to adjust again. So is this going to get in the way of lifting the panel off? This is a first for guys, never done this before. It's lifting upwards a little bit. There we go. Easy does it. Perfect. Okay, now what have we got here? We've got a cable. See that cable there? And that's for the indicator. Okay. Try not to scuff the plastic there. Move that way. So it's resting on the fabric. And then we've got a little connector block here, which should just unclip. There we go. See that? So that's one panel removed. Give it a nice clean down while it's off. And you've got that little connector block on the end there that just unclips, just pull apart. Okay. So I'm going to pop that to one side. Okay, guys. So we've got the panel off. The problem is at the minute I have no idea really what I'm looking at. Okay, and looks like it needs a damn good clean, but If you've seen my previous video about how to use the Royal Alloy website to identify parts, then now the panel's off, I can spend a few minutes just looking around, having a mooch, and trying to identify parts from different part diagrams, so I know, at least start to get an idea of what's what. Alright? Educate yourself and have a little fun while we're doing it. So guys, getting the panel off is straightforward. So we have a look at how easy it is just to put it back on, right? So I'm going to leave the panel off for a little bit, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going to try and put it back on and just see how easy it is to put on and off. Okay. So all you've got here is a lip on this side here. You see that lip there and there, and at the end here. So you've got a lip. Pretty much goes all the way around, but it's kind of in sections, right? So I'm just going to see how easy it is to slot that back on. I'm not going to put the indicator plug back in for now because I am going to leave the panel off while I have a mooch. All you've got here on the bike here, you've got this lip that runs all the way around here. It's like a channel. So this just hooks over that, very straightforward. So if we put it on that way, hoping the stand doesn't get in the way the back rests on it. How easy is that? Let's clip on there. Comes in, so you put it on from this angle, you pull it backwards, right? So I'm going to put it on, and then pull it backwards. Very easy. It's in. What's difficult about that? Everybody online saying it's hard to get the panels on and off. Maybe it is compared with an old classic, maybe it's easier on them, on the Lannies and the Vespers, but this is easy enough, guys. Just lift and pull slightly forwards to take it off and to put it back on, bring it back this way. Alright. So for now I'm going to leave it off, and I'm going to have a look at removing some of this oil which we identified on the first video, so I'm going to do that in a separate video. Keep your eyes out for it. Cheers guys, thanks. Removing panels, piece of cake, and putting them back on again as well. Cheers. Don't forget to subscribe guys, subscribe, you know you want to.